care will raise you to the height of global teaching, global as a global teacher. The first and the foremost duties of a teacher is to make a contact between student and faculty and respect diverse talent and learning. In my lecture, in my presentation, I shall request you to listen to every word, because we cannot speak so many things within this limited time. But when we use one word, it means many things. When I shall say diverse talent, a class is a group of students having diverse qualities. So, please listen to my word. I can see so many promising faces in front of me, makers of future leaders. So first of all, you should be a leader. Only then you can make a leader. Dear colleagues, I welcome you to my presentation today, Teachers' Performance Evaluation. Teachers' Performance Evaluation. There are only three words: teacher, performance, and evaluation. Teacher, we know. Anybody who can teach is a teacher. Isn't it? There is no doubt. And then performance. I shall discuss what are the performance of a teacher, of a good teacher, of a great teacher. And evaluation. What is evaluation? What are the criteria of evaluation? And how you will raise yourself to get a good evaluation. Quality learning begins with quality teaching. So you can see here one word, quality, has been used twice to emphasize that if the learning is not quality, is of good quality, teaching also cannot be. So in both cases, learning and teaching, quality is a common word. Teacher or teaching, there are two agents. One is teacher, one is student. And this teacher and student relationship is reciprocal. Reciprocal, you know? You will give, I shall take, I shall give, you will take. The amount or the quantity or the quality, giver and taker. Not that I shall give so many things in my class. I know many things of my subject, but my students cannot give me. They cannot give me in return, so it is not a quality teaching. It is not a quality teaching. There is the relationship between the student and teacher is reciprocal. You will give, the student will receive. Again, the student will give, we shall receive. What the student will give? They will give us money when they will get a good job. What they will give? Feedback. Achievement, success. Achievement and success. And that is what is the teacher's reward. You haven't learned, you haven't taught unless you have learned. ये एটার মধ্যে তো ইয়ে নেই ব্যাটারি রানিং লো দেখেন You haven't taught unless you have learned. The same thing that I have earlier told that if you learn well, you can give well, and your teaching will be successful. Now, first of all, I have told you that there are 3 words in my presentation: teacher, and then performance, and then evaluation. Now, why should we discuss it in this presentation? Why? Riya?
Yes.
What do you think? Are you sleeping?
No.
Okay, sit down. Why we are going to discuss it? First thing, to discuss the purpose and importance. Purpose. What is the purpose of being a teacher? To be successful. Isn't it? This is the purpose. And importance of evaluating teachers using classroom observation as evaluation tool. Mainly in evaluation, classroom performance is being accounted. Number 2, to discuss how a systematic process of evaluating performance can contribute to teachers' professional growth. Number 1, teachers' professional growth. The teaching is not a hobby. Teaching is a profession. So, it should have some growth, affluent growth. Not only growth, like me, numbers of years in teaching. But it should be affluent growth. Teachers' effectiveness. And when there will be growth, there will be effectiveness. And again, therefore, this professional growth and teachers' effectiveness will lead to effective students' learning. All are correlated. Now, what is teachers' performance? Not that I have spent 40 minutes time or 45 minutes time in the classroom, so this is my performance. Not like this. Performance means the action or process of performing a task or function. Teachers' performance means teachers demonstrated impact. Demonstrated impact. What you have demonstrated in the class and its impact. Not only your demonstration, but after your demonstration, what is the impact of the student on students' learning as established through students' achievement. And when the students will learn, achievement will come. Success will be there. There is no doubt. Committed and enthusiastic teachers use a broad range of teaching strategies. The meaning is also very high, the word is also very large, and it is quite effective word that it should be strategy, which they adopt to meet the needs of their pupils. Number 1. Number 2, they make relevant assessment. Assessment of what? Teaching and learning. Assessment of, relevant assessment of teaching and learning. Not only the teaching, but teaching and learning for what? Early identification of underachievement. All of a sudden, after taking the whole year, I have taken English language class, and after this I found that students are not improving. The result is not satisfactory. But if I become careful early and give a relevant assessment between my teaching and learning, I can stop, I can meet this early identification of underachievement. Why this underachievement is going on, then I can give some treat to it. Now what are the areas of performance, teacher's performance? I have divided it into two. One is teaching and teaching related duties. This is mainly in the classroom, class, studies, exam and result. Curricular, all curricular related area of your performance. Then you will be evaluated your performance in the classroom, in the examination and their achievement. Another one is non-teaching duties. Non-teaching duties are like co-curricular or extracurricular activities other than classroom. Yesterday that we had a class party. This is not teaching. This is non-teaching. And here also we have got, we are entrusted with some duties and responsibilities, and how far we are successful in discharging these duties and responsibilities. So these are non-teaching duties. So in your evaluation, you should remember that there will be two, and there is another one also later on I shall tell you. Now what is evaluation? How it is evaluation? What does evaluation mean? Suppose I have told you in the beginning of my class that now we will be evaluated. How far you are a good listener. If I now take an exam, that means an evaluation on all of these teachers, that how far you are a good listener in earlier presentation. This is evaluation on the spot. But how far you are. Now, what is evaluation? Evaluation is a process of observing and measuring. Two words. I shall observe and I shall also measure. How shall I measure? Have I got any measurement that I shall measure? How shall I measure it? Comparing. Comparing with others. For the purpose of judging it. Because I want to judge maybe one student or one teacher, and determining its value. And when I shall find out that yes, from here, any teacher, he has got a very good memory and can give me the good answer, value, these are her value, then I shall compare it with a similar thing or to a standard. If there is a standard that up to this, suppose 2 or 3 questions have been asked. If somebody can answer 2 questions, this is a standard. Maybe it is standard or comparing with somebody else. It is a process which provides evidence of a teacher's performance. This process is synthesize and analyze. Synthesize, Shumon. That is different parts. Okay, I am telling different parts of a person, and then it is as a whole. Class management, class lecture, your content, your get-up, your class control, like this. And all these will be synthesized into a whole. And analyze. Analyze, we will examine, study how far you are successful. In the light of country adopted performance criteria. There are, in every institution or every country, there are some criteria of this evaluation. And under this criteria, this will be judged to determine the effectiveness of a teacher's performance for a particular cycle, not for one once in a life you will be evaluated and it will be continued. No. It is for certain period. In general, teacher's evaluation refers to formal process. This evaluation is not an informal one. This is a formal process for every institution. The school uses to review, that they will review. In this year, somebody has been evaluated in a very highly evaluated. Next year, how it is, review. And also rate teachers' performance and effectiveness in the classroom. Ideally, the findings from the evaluations are used to provide feedback to teachers and guide their professional development. And after this evaluation, the teacher will be given feedback. And in the light of it, a teacher can easily develop. That maybe that in my classroom I have got some problem that I talk to in one side, not this side. Maybe this is my observation of my principal or the group of the evaluators. So in the next class, from next time I shall become very careful and I shall give attention to everybody like this. Do you think that evaluation is important?
Yes.
Why? Mohiuddin?
Otherwise, you can't judge anyone. Without evaluation, how can you judge anyone?
Yes. Without evaluation, I myself also cannot know what is my lacking, what is my demerits, how can I improve? Isn't it? Maybe it will. Then now you will evaluate yourself. Not only that, it is not that only the principal or the administrators will evaluate you. You will also evaluate yourself. Somebody else, your friend or colleague, they will also evaluate you. And gradually you can improve. Teaching is a profession. Sit down. Teaching is a profession of a continuous improvement. It is a continuous improvement. It is not that after 5 years or 10 years, you will be a great teacher. No hope. I have been serving for last 40 years. Still, I am afraid in speaking in front of you. Believe me. So, I think teaching is a continuous process of improvement. That today, what I am doing now, this will improve my professional growth. So, importance evaluation, teachers' professional responsibility, improves students' outcome, very easy thing. Then only if you can give a little bit attention, I think you will say, oh yes, I will know it. It is not to told by somebody else. Reduces gaps in students' achievement. Encourages teachers' professional learning and growth, fosters teachers' development, identifies opportunities for additional support where required. It creates opportunities and then you can be put somewhere else. Helps for identifying. It helps three things. Identify. First, it will identify what is your problem. Evaluate. Problem, not that in which stage, evaluate in which stage it is. And then developing the work performance of the teachers. Benefits teachers' recognition performance. Definitely. In job, we always demand or we always desire, not demand, we always desire that I should have the recognition of my profession. Professional development and career guidance. Achieves the goal and objectives more effectively, increases accountability of a teacher. This accountability principles are also in his lecture also told that to be a good leader, you should have the accountability. So if you can become a good leader, you can also become a good teacher. If you can become a good teacher, you can also make good leaders, future leaders. Now, we have a question, or we might have the question that how to evaluate. This evaluation system is what it is. It varies from country to country, not the same. But this evaluation is also an international process. It is not only in this Bangladesh or it is an international process. Traditionally, teachers' evaluation system relied heavily on classroom observation. It depends on classroom observation mainly, conducted by principal or the other school administrators. Maybe it is, all these are tentative, not fixed anything. And what are the things they will observe? Sample of students' work, that what you have taught the students' work. Teachers' record, then we all have the record in the office. Lesson plans, all of we know it, and other relevant factors are also taken into account. Different country has its own system. Here is an appraisal system, tentative, that I desire that it may be like this, not that it will be. It may be like this. How? Appraisal system, appraisal cycle. First, appraisal cycle. Then, selection and training of appraisers. Who will be the appraisers? Who will be the evaluators of my professional growth or professional achievement? Then area and criteria. Which area the appraisers will go around to judge me? Appraisal method. There is a method how they will get this information. Appraisal report. Then they will give you the report of your evaluation. And then follow up. They will keep you under follow up if you are improving or not. And then professional development. Ultimate goal is the professional development. Now, appraisal cycle, regarding appraisal cycle, it may be for 1 year or for 2 years, consecutive 2 years, maybe, but not more than 2 years, should not be. Then selection and training of appraisers. Who will be our appraisers? First, principal or head of the institution. This is, I think all of you can understand it. It is not to discuss anymore. Peer evaluators, very important thing. Peer evaluators. That peer evaluators may be your colleagues or head of the department or immediate boss. They can also make an evaluation. This is a method. This is feedback by these authorities. Next, student feedback. Student feedback is that this is a method that we can gather some information, anonymous information from the student, which lesson is appropriate to them, which lessons are not too appropriate them, or how they can be benefited, or which area of their studies can be improved. And it is anonymous. Through this also one teacher can understand that what is his lacking or how to improve himself or herself. Electronic course evaluation tools. This is the age of globalization, technology. So this can be also done through online measurement or evaluation course. Online you can get your knowledge. And last of all, self-evaluation. I know myself better than everybody, isn't it? Yes, you know me, but I myself know what I am. Except myself, I think there is no other judge that I can be more honest to myself. So you can make a self-evaluation yourself. That these are the problems for me in the class. So I must improve it. These are the problems with my subject. So I must improve it. This is also a very honest evaluation that a teacher can do for his own betterment. Appraisal method also, first self-appraisal, lesson observation, the principal and the other administrator or those who are the evaluator or appraisers, they will go to your class and they will observe the lesson. Scrutinizing, also it can be done by scrutinizing scheme of work, lesson plan, and marking of copies and examination paper. This is very, very important thing. That sometimes it is found that teachers are not very honest in marking the copies or examinations. So this is, I think, a very effective method that the appraiser can take into their account of evaluating that teacher. Portfolios, teachers' accomplishments. Some of the teachers have got special accomplishment, experiences. That can be also taken into account. Other sources of data may be daily observation, students' academic achievement and progress, productive teaching technique, not the traditional one. That also our guest teacher also has told that it should be innovative. You yourself find out that it will be helpful for the teacher, for the student, for my student, for the class performance. So it should be productive teaching technique. Another one is organized, structural class management. Positive interpersonal relation with whom? Positive interpersonal relation with whom? Students. With the student, interpersonal relationship. With the, because the job of the teacher is with the student only. Nothing else. Nothing. If they are good, I am also good. If they are successful, I am successful. If they are not successful, I cannot say that I am a successful teacher. If I find that so many students failed in English, God forbids. আল্লাহ না করুক, কিন্তু এরকম যদি সব ফেল করে বসে থাকে, আমি কোনোভাবেই বলতে পারবো না 40 বছর এক্সপিরিয়েন্স নিয়ে আমি অনেক বড় টিচার হয়ে আছি। Interpersonal relationship between teacher and student, only, nothing else. And employee responsibilities. Area and criteria already I have discussed, only one is left, last one, professional and personal competence. What is it? Professional and personal competence? Maybe that one is very expert, accomplished in handling something, technology, or that somebody has written some book, writing, or that any other experiences he or she has got. That is called professional and personal competence. for properly evaluation, what is most important is that quality education. You have to give quality education. First you will be qualified, then you will give quality teaching. Now, in your opinion, does quality teaching depend on teachers' qualifications, certificates, diplomas, number of years of teaching like me, or what else? What do you think? All these are relevant, but not main. এগুলো পাশাপাশি আমরা নিতে পারি, but these are not the main object or target. That one is maybe one teacher is very qualified, highly qualified, and what he or she delivers in that class, the student cannot understand. So this qualification will not be good for the student. And also like this quality certificate and diploma, and also years of teaching, but still there is no growth. It was no growth. So what is the quality teaching? Quality teaching is effective teachers strive to, I have told you, to mark my word, motivate and engage all their students in learning rather than simply accepting that some students cannot be engaged and are destined to do poor. No. They believe, good teachers, they will believe that every student is capable of achieving success at school, and they do all they can to find ways and making each student successful. Am I clear at the back? Yes. I know this is high time for everybody has become very tired taking the classes from the very beginning. Now I am the last person to speak before you, and it is evaluation. What shall I do? Evaluation is, after all these classes, evaluation is the best one, because all these classes is of no use unless you are evaluated properly. So, what is motivate? You know, in the year 1984, my principal in Fuzdarhat Cadet College wrote my SCR, and there he commented that you should improve your motivation. I have learned from that time what is motivation. And then I asked one of my senior teachers, sir, I could not understand what is motivation, what to do. Believe me. And from that time, I have learned what is motivation. So it is motivation and engagement of all students in your class to become successful. And quality teaching, naturally, there is no doubt, facilitates the learning of diverse students. I have told you also that diverse is a word that when we go to a class, we find there are 4, 5, 7, 14, 47, 50 students of diverse talent. They are not the same. Each and every student is separate from one another. In this way or that, this way or that. So this is what is diverse talent. This diverse student, it facilitates, raises achievement of all students, establishes high expectation. Also principals have told you about high expectation. Again I tell you, because when you become a good leader, when you want to be a good teacher, great teacher, high expectation must be there. You understand what is high expectation? That you should not demoralize any student. Simply, you should express your high expectation each and every student. This is what is called, in simple language, high expectation. shares best practice of teaching. This is also the guest teacher is also told that best practice of teaching, not the traditional one. That it is being done by seniors also, so I shall also go with it. No. There are young teachers are coming into this profession. And we expect they will break the traditional way. They will bring something new for the student, for the society. Because you have also diverse qualities. It's not like us. Collaborates with other teachers. Sometimes we feel very ashamed. Why should I ask him? I know. Whatever I know, I should go with him. But no. I always appreciate, I always execute, I always take help from any teacher. Collaboration with the teacher. Very effective in learning and teaching. Administrators, I always advise, if you want to stay in the water, don't fight with crocodile. পানিতে বাস করে কুমিরের সাথে ঝগড়া করলে এইখানে কাজ করে কোনো আনন্দ নাই। কাজে অ্যাডমিনিস্ট্রেটর যেই থাকুক, you must collaborate. Educational professionals, if there are some guest comes to the school, you can take also help from you to ensure only the main goal is to ensure student success. আর কিছু না। To achieve good performance, I have divided into three parts. To achieve good performance, I have divided this part into three. Because all this already you have heard it. From the very first class also the principal sir has also told, and the guest teacher has also told, and Aziza madam has also told you. So I shall just go through it. Being sincere, being smiling, but not unnecessary smiling. It is again a foolishness. Well disciplined. If you are in time to your class, student will comment. If you are late, they will react. And any student, if you ask about myself, I always appreciate it to be judged, to be evaluated by my student, because they are the best judge. Maybe that the principals of the other day told, maybe that 1 or 2 or 3% student they will behave with you unmannerly, but it doesn't matter. But you will get a good picture. That oh, that teacher, she or he is very regular. Oh my God! Now, otherwise what they will do? Oh, Gulsan madam will come 5 minutes late, so let me go to the washroom, and then by this time I shall come. No problem. So well disciplined. There is no compromise with the discipline. Humorous. Principal sir has also mentioned in the morning, humorous, but not impolite fun. Enthusiastic, courageous. And I have written it within bracket integrity. In the morning also, Mudhuraman sir wanted to know the meaning of integrity. Integrity means combination of two qualities, honesty and courage. Honesty and courage. If I give an example like this, that an army, that a police officer, very courageous police officer, but he may not be honest. Can I make you understand? Again, I am an honest teacher. I am an honest teacher. I never take bribe. I never tell a lie. I am a very punctual person, very well disciplined. But I have found that something wrong is going on here. Injustice is going on. But I cannot speak. I must leave it. I am not courageous. I cannot speak. I cannot protest. So when these two qualities will be found in somebody's character, only then it is integrity. In this relation, I want to mention one thing. This integrity word also I have learned where I used to teach in early 80s, Ashik Bashar. A mother in Mendil. I think many of you have studied this story. A mother in, written by Marjorie Keenan Rowling, an American short writer, author. So, in her story, she referred to a boy called Jerry, that he has got this quality, integrity, because when he broke his axe handle, she was giving her some money, but he did not take it. He said, "This is my responsibility. I have broken it, so I must do it by myself." But he did not undergo any plea or subterfuge. সে কোনো ছলছাতুরি নিয়ে বলে নাই যে না এই হাতলটা তো আসলে ছোট ছিল, এটা পুরানো হয়ে গেছিল, সেই জন্য ভেঙে গেছে, সেটা সে বলে না। So the author is then told that this quality I have found only in my father's quality and in Jerry's quality. So that time I have learned the meaning of this word. That's why I take the privilege to share with you. Doing self-evaluation, I have also mentioned it. And now, earlier it was a personal, these are personal. Now, professional values. Don't make up everything in one thing. We have got some professional values, some personal values, some other character or behavior. Professional values, creativity, already it was discussed from the morning that the teacher should have creativity, consciousness, conscientious, consistency. In one word we can say, synonym word, uniformity. But actually only if you say uniformity, the consistency here used will not cover. Here each and every word is used as a bullet. Not only the word, that only you will go to the dictionary and you will find the meaning. All these words are like a bullet, very effective. Consistency, love for the profession. আমি সব কিছুর উপরে বলি, you should have the love for your profession. আর কিছুই লাগে না. This is my philosophy. Empathy, already it was discussed in the morning. Leadership quality, high expectation, strong rapport with student. What is the meaning of rapport?
Professional relationship.
Mutual trust and three words. Mutual trust and respect. খুব চিন্তা করবে নিজেদের মধ্যে, স্টুডেন্টদেরকে নিয়ে চিন্তা করবে। If the student cannot trust me, how can he respect me? কিভাবে সে ট্রাস্ট করবে না? আমি তার টাকা নিয়ে টাকা দিচ্ছি না সেজন্য। The student can understand, oh, this teacher is giving us blah. আসে ক্লাসে পড়ে সে এটা ওইটা গল্প সল্প করে চলে যায়। There are lots of students who are like this. They will not trust you. And if they do not trust you, they will not respect. So trust and respect go side by side. If you trust me, you will respect me. So this is the teacher and student relationship. This rapport is very important quality that a teacher should have. Teacher's behavior. Patience and time. Two things. Patience and time. These two things are powerful warrior. They are called powerful warrior, but silent. Adopt the pace of nature. Her secret is patience. So you must be patient in behaving the student. Next one, tolerance. I do not want to give the meaning of tolerance. I shall tell you, intolerance means inadequate education. In negative, make it a negative sentence. So I have made it a negative sentence. That intolerance means inadequate education. If you don't have tolerance, that means you are not properly educated. So we have to be tolerant. Eye contact with the student. If you become vigilant in the class, and from here, if I call now, Ajama, can you answer? Ajama will become conscious. No, I am not telling you anything. Ajama will become conscious. Oh, then madam is very conscious. It's calling by name. It is a good quality of a teacher to call the students by name. Though nowadays I forgot them. What shall I do? But still there, you can say, yes, you like this, but it is better that if you call it by name. And at the back, in the middle, from here. So all the students will understand that she is quite vigilant. Maybe that one student is very silent, not disturbing. Does not mean that he or she is going with you. So if you want to take him or her with you, you must make them conscious by calling with eye contact. Oral delivery, it should not be too loud, should not be too low. Understandable language. Regarding understandable language, you should keep it in mind, your pronunciation, intonation, assonance, everything. If you cannot pronounce correctly, teacher will laugh at your back. Timely and constructive feedback, and this is the important thing. Now we have come to almost to the conclusion. Last but not the least, the conclusion of today's presentation is, in my opinion, love your profession. If you love your profession, you will definitely take care of it. If you take care of it, it will grow, become affluent, rich, wealthy. And then when you have got lots of things with you, you can give this student in the school, here, where. But if I am poor in my wealth, in my subject, in my profession, then always I shall be in a tie. No, I am not going there, I shall not do it. But when I shall become rich in my subject, in my profession, and this can be done only by loving something. When you love your profession, you will become an affluent teacher. So, my dear colleagues, I want to remind you one sentence here. A great teacher is one a student remembers and cherishes forever. Not only remember, they cherish. If the student cherishes that if I would have been a teacher like somebody else, if I could again meet that teacher again, if I could be a student again of that teacher, we all cherish it, isn't it? Yes. All of we have some teacher in our dream. আমাদের কিন্তু সবার মনের মধ্যে একজন টিচার আছেন যাদের কথা আমরা স্কুলের হতে পারে, কলেজের হতে পারে, ইউনিভার্সিটির হতে পারে, যে টিচারের কথা আমরা কিন্তু সবসময় I know each and everybody will say yes. কেউ বলবে না যে না আমার মনের মধ্যে কোনো টিচারের কোনো পিকচার নেই, সবার। We also want to be like those teachers, those fortunate teachers, to be remembered and cherished by us. Thank you.
Question.
এটা বন্ধ করো।
Right,
এখন
question.
বন্ধ করো। এটা ইয়ে করো। ভিডিও।
Question.
Now there is a video. Yes? Question. No question. I shall now question you. What I have told you, feedback. Now I want feedback. No feedback from me.
Madam, one very short question to you.
No,
I hope
first-
you
first
didn't
go
mind
through
my
the video.
opportunity. I hope you didn't mind my video. Which is one short question, very short
Hello,
question,
microphone
madam.
go.
Yes, please.
Move the table করে